guys, as promised, I'm out here trying to find that black and white spotted hog that I shot the other night. About 300 or 400 yards that way, I can see some buzzards circling, and I brought the old AR-15 with me this evening to just in case I run into some hogs. You never know. They're probably bedded up right now, and if I start going through some of that thick stuff, I could run into a few of them, and I'd hate to not be armed in any way. So if you guys missed that video, it will be linked down below here so you guys can see the shot that I put on this animal. And I mentioned it in the last video, or the video before last. What I wanted to jump on here and tell you guys again was that whenever you shoot an animal, whether you wait 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes after the shot, just in case, because you don't want to bump an animal like we did the other night. And James and I both said it in that video, a couple videos back, that we knew better. We knew better than to continue on down the trail and continue tracking that hog after we came to that first pool of blood. And generally what that means is that animal has bedded down and they're going to bleed out and die right there. James and I have been hunting together for a long time, and especially stalking hogs like that. That's kind of what we first started doing together. And you know, we've been in that situation several times where we have taken off and started tracking a hog too early, especially when we first started bow hunting. That was before we knew what was going on and why we weren't recovering hogs. And we came up to that first pool of blood about 30 yards from the shot, and I looked at James and I said, "We just bumped it. You think we should back out?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, you know, you made a really good shot, and it can't be much further." And I was totally on board with going further, and in the back of our minds we both knew that we should turn around and back out and give it that hog another 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour to die. And we kept on pushing forward, and it's so hard in that situation and in the midst of it all to just keep pushing further forward and continue following the blood trail. And I really, you know, I just screwed myself. So I ended up pushing this hog another 200 yards or so through the brush, and then we lost the blood trail. And the reason for that was that the entrance and the exit wound had started to clot up and close up, and so there goes your blood trail. And we knew better. It was a mistake. I want you guys to learn from my mistake. Even though we knew better, it's so hard to resist the urge to push forward and go find the animal that you just shot. And it sucks. It really does suck, because if there's anybody on this earth that hates losing animals, it's me. I hate it. You know, whenever I set out to go find an animal, or actually, let me back up. Whenever I go out to hunt, you know, whenever I grab my bow and I grab my camera gear and I go sit in the field, or I go sit at a feeder, whatever the case may be, whatever kind of hunting I'm doing, my goal is to recover every single animal that I pull the trigger on, whether that be with a bow, whether it be with a rifle, whether it be with a pellet gun, slingshot, it doesn't matter. I want to find that animal. And it's frustrating to me whenever I put in all this work and put the shot on the animal and then I end up not recovering it. It's totally frustrating. I've said it 100 times. I'm not going to reiterate too much here, but I just want you guys to learn from me and learn from my mistakes, and hopefully it will make all of us better hunters. And me being able to film this and share it with you guys, this is a good time for me to tell y'all that's how it is sometimes. All in all, it's been a great past month of hog hunting and stalking these hogs in this field, and I'm going to continue to do that. James and I are both, and our goal is to both shoot hogs and have both of them laying there right in front of us. I thought that was going to happen the other night. We both put perfect shots on those hogs, and what happened was we just bumped it. We bumped the one that I had shot, and even though we gave it 15-20 minutes before we went and looked for it, that was not enough time for it to completely die. So with all that being said, I'm going to head this direction down this road because I see these buzzards down here, and I'm hopefully going to recover this black and white spotted hog for you guys, because not only do I know that y'all want to see it, but I also want to see it really bad, even though the buzzards have probably tore it up pretty bad, and the coyotes as well. But just knowing that I can walk up on it, I can see it, and share it with you guys, I can share this side of hunting with y'all, and this being part of it, that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna pack this gear in over here, and I'm actually going to switch over to a GoPro on my chest because the brush around here is so thick I can't take this big camera through there. Like you guys can see right here how thick all of this stuff is, and there's a pretty good little open gap right there, but some of this stuff gets super thick, mesquites and cedar trees and briars and everything else. So I'm just going to try to do my best to put a GoPro on and get through there and get through all this stuff and kind of show you guys what I'm crawling through and what I'm having to go through in order to recover this hog. This is 2 days after the shot, and I'm just hoping that this pig isn't too much further down the way and that I can recover him and we can take a look at him and kind of enjoy, but not really enjoy the recovery because he's going to be really stinky, I'm sure. The weather's been much warmer in the last couple of days, and so I'm hoping that if I can't find him using the buzzards, that I can recover him using my nose. So maybe I'll be able to smell him and put my hands on this hog after 2 days. And you know, I want to do my best to share everything with you guys, and this is part of it. This is the real side of hunting here, and although I put a perfect shot on it, the hog ran 35-40 yards at most, was going to die on the edge of the field, and then we bumped it. So it's frustrating, it sucks, but hey, you know what? After this, whether I recover it or not, it's effort. I'm putting in the effort to find it. Even though it's a hog, a lot of people will just shoot them and not even go recover them, and I know some people that do that, and that's just not very, I guess, sportsmanlike, if you ask me. If I shoot something, I'm going to give it my everything to find it. 2 nights ago, we spent every bit of 2 hours and 15 minutes searching for the hog, and I'm back out here again, and I had a pretty good walk in. As you guys could tell, the property's still pretty muddy, so I'm going to continue down the way, like I said, and hopefully at the end of this trail up here where these buzzards are circling is my dead black and white spotted hog. Alright guys, let's go find a dead hog. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm going to look at the bases of all these cedars and some of these oak trees, because it seems like 90% of the time whenever these hogs die, they run for the thickest stuff possible, and they run directly for the base of a tree and die in it. So I'm just gonna scan the bases of all these trees, and I'm also gonna smell very closely as I go. Hopefully if there's buzzards down on the ground munching, if I get close to them, they'll fly up and I'll be able to really know where the heck this pig is. A lot of times they'll run for creeks and die in creeks too. It looks like there's a little creek that runs right through here. Okay, I smell something dead. It's kind of, I just caught a whiff of it. It may be that stagnant water down in there, I don't know. Hey, guys, looky there. Look what I just found. Haha, no way. I knew I smelled something dead. There he is. That wasn't too bad at all. Yes, awesome. He didn't even run that much further after we stopped tracking. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I want to show you guys how this went down and where I walked and how I did it. So you guys can see this trail that comes along right in through here. Well, I came from that direction. I walked down this trail all the way down, and then you guys can see that little clearing right there in that little opening, and it goes down into that creek bottom. I checked that creek bottom because, like I was saying, sometimes they'll run and they'll die in creek bottoms, and I found several of them in creek bottoms like that before, and so what happened was when I was standing right over there in that little clearing, I could smell something because the wind is blowing this way. I could smell it, and I turned around and I walked down this trail right through here that you guys can see, and then I spotted it. It's laying right here. So I know that it's pretty gruesome, and the buzzards have already eaten the back end out of it, but and the coyotes too, I'm sure have done some work on it. But there it is. That's awesome. I'm so glad that I recovered this one. I hate going out and not recovering animals, and a lot of you bow hunters know how that can go sometimes, and you know that it can be frustrating. And so I'm just super thankful that I found this one, even though he smells pretty bad, and the buzzards have done some work on him and everything. But what an awesome colored hog. Like I said, there's many more out here, and I'm really hoping that I get the opportunity to shoot another one and recover it the same night. And like I said in that couple of videos ago, if it takes an hour of waiting, I will give it an hour. And the last video where I sat at a stand and shot hogs from the feeder, that happened at like 6:45, and I didn't get out of the stand until 9 o'clock. And so sometimes, you know, just being patient is what it takes, you know, and I recovered that hog. And it's just I don't know, it feels like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Like I feel so much better now that I've recovered it, and it still sucks that I wasn't able to find it that night, but you know, lessons learned, folks. So I'm going to take a look at this dude and see the entrance and the exit on it. I don't know if I'll be able to, or if I want to flip it over, because he's pretty raunchy, but it makes me feel so much better now that I found that one. Golly. Alright guys, so this side of the hog isn't so nasty and graphic, but as y'all can tell, he's just got so much cool coloration to him. You can see how the hair is matted up, and you can see that dark little circle right there, and that's where the blood, and you can even see it especially well right there where the I think that was the entrance shot, but you can see where it's really started to mat, and you can see back here as well just how thick their hair is in the winter and how hairy and nasty they can get. And so you guys can really tell like how it could be so hard for in the recovery aspect because of how hairy they are and how they just won't bleed sometimes, because that hair will mat up around the entrance or the exit and it will actually stop the blood. It feels so good to be able to find this one. Such cool coloration. You know, it didn't happen the way that I wanted it to happen, but I'm just really glad that I was able to recover it. And look at one of these in the daylight. I mean, it's like I've been cursed with the black and white spotted. I just can't hogs, and I just can't recover one. So I'm glad I was finally able to get one on the ground. And I know all the other ones died, but I'm just glad that I was able to recover one. The coloration on this side is so much cooler. I'm going to try not to show some of that stuff in the back too much, but, well, might as well. Yeah, that's just part of it. But such cool colors on this guy, especially right up in here in the face. I feel so much better, and I feel like there's this huge weight lifted off my shoulders now that I've found this dude, and I'm just thankful. So, it was our fault. We learned a great lesson, and I haven't been in that situation in a couple of years. And so it's always good to keep that stuff fresh on your mind whenever you're out tracking. It sucks that I had to be reminded not to push forward after seeing that first pool of blood, but you know what? I was able to come back out here and find this one a couple of days later. Here we are, you know, and refresh my memory. I really enjoy this style of hunting, the spot and stalk style. You guys know that I love to sit over a feeder too, and just being out here and God's creation and being able to hunt these animals that He's given us is a blessing in itself, and I'm so thankful for being able to find this one. Yeah, it's just a smelly old hog. A lot of people could care less, and that's fine, but to me, I drew back. I shot it with the intention of killing it and finding it and eating it and taking pictures with it and celebrating, and it didn't happen that way, and I definitely can't eat the meat now. And it would have been a really cool hog to full body mount, even though I don't really have the space in my house anymore, and it'd be kind of weird, but with the coloration on this thing, it'd be awesome. So guys, let me know down in the comments section below if you learned something. I hope that you guys were able to take away from this and kind of learn from this situation, and I had to remind myself, and it sucks, you know, it can suck sometimes, but I hope that you guys were able to take away from this. The last thing that I want to finish out saying in this video is that I'm going to improve. I'm going to shoot more. I'm going to practice more. I've been kind of slacking off on that. And every time I step out into the woods, I want to be a better hunter. So I think that's a good thing to shoot for, a good goal to go for. And I want to be a smarter tracker and a better tracker as well, because in no way am I perfect, and I don't claim to be. And so I've got a lot more to learn about bow hunting, of course, and I'm excited to learn it, and I'm also excited to share what I know already with you guys. And I feel like I hope that I've been doing a good job doing that, and I hope that you guys are able to take away. I actually read a comment on a video, today's video actually, or yesterday's video, and I had a guy say that he was just getting into bow hunting and that he was actually learning a lot from me, and I just enjoy spreading the knowledge, and I'm glad that you guys are able to, or at least some of you are able to learn from me and learn from my mistakes and kind of take away good knowledge, and even sometimes some not so great situations. You can be right here with me and know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to quit blabbing, and I'm going to pack up this backpack, and I'm going to get out of here. Guys, you will want to stay tuned for some more hog hunting, because I'm going to keep pumping these videos out. The hogs are hitting these fields hot and heavy right now, and unfortunately, the couple of feeders that are out here right now running are out of corn, and the property's been soaked. It's so muddy. So I've got to wait a couple more days for it to dry out, and then I'll be able to get in here, fill feeders, so you guys can be expecting some more feeder hunting, as well as some more spot and stock style hunts. Also, do me another huge favor, go check out Custom Archery Accessories. They will be linked down below, and my promo code 4B Bow Hunting Outdoors will be linked right here. You guys can use that code for 20% off, and everything that you guys buy using that promo code helps support me, helps support the channel, so I would so greatly appreciate it. And you guys can get awesome products. They do all kinds of custom work, strings, the whole 9 yards. I've said it several times now, they do everything. Also, if you guys are wanting to see some of their work, you can see pictures on their website as well as on their Instagram under the same name, Custom Archery Accessories. And you will really be able to tell the awesome work that they do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I told you that I would get out here and I'd do my best to find this one, and here we are. I've recovered it, and I'm super thankful. Appreciate you guys watching. My Instagram will also be linked down below. You guys can check that out and give me a follow and keep up with me on Instagram at 4B Bow Hunting and Outdoors if you guys would like to do that as well. I appreciate all the love and support. We're growing in a hurry. Just passed up 8,000 subscribers with my t-shirt and decal stuff up in the air right now. I'm just having a hard time doing some giveaways, but I promise they're coming. I will for sure be doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to hook up with sniper hog lights, and I'm going to get either a bow light or a rifle light. You guys tell me what you want. I will give one of those away at 10,000 subs. That's a huge milestone, and it's getting close. We're getting really close, guys. So yeah, let me know. Would you guys like a bow light or a rifle light at 10,000 subscribers? That one is for sure. I will be doing that. No questions asked. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.